Is Donald Trump finally losing evangelical Christians? Spoiler alert, probably not. But he might be losing some evangelical Christians because there is growing evidence that some leaders of congregations as well as organizations are attempting to quiet quit Donald Trump and MAGA. Some churches have seen a trend where pastors are now avoiding political sermons and helping members to disengage from Trump's movement without ostracizing family members who might still be MAGA devotees. Like basically, like, how can you move away from this without triggering people who can be very sensitive about their dear leader? And so you have this guy, Rich Logis, I believe his name is pronounced, a Catholic ex-Trump supporter who founded a group called Leaving MAGA, who says, we've gotten more testimonials. I'm starting to now see Leaving MAGA signs popping up on billboards, overpasses, and at No Kings protests. Leaving MAGA has apparently seen an uptick in downloads of its manual advising readers how to gently urge family members to quit MAGA. Apparently their subscribers have jumped from 1,500 earlier this year to more than 35,000 by July. And he believes that Trump covering up the Epstein files, totally about facing on that topic, might be one of the things that is actually getting through to people. Now look, 35,000 is not a ton in a country of over 300 million. But it does make a difference to some families, some social groups, and perhaps that momentum can continue on, especially as Donald Trump continues to deteriorate physically and mentally. Eventually, once he becomes a lame duck, maybe that's an opportunity for people to finally see some sense and a move in a different direction. And by the way, the Epstein files, that wasn't the only reason that some of these pastors apparently want to move away from MAGA. Some are saying that images of federal agents grabbing US citizens or unauthorized immigrants, that might be one thing. Again, it's stuff that he was being very clear he was going to do, but actually seeing the reality, I think seeing the brutality that Donald Trump has unleashed on all these different communities, maybe that can work to get through to these congregations in the same way it's getting through to a lot of voters. I don't know, maybe Sharon, you think it's likely?
It's probably not likely, but I think it could maybe be a good idea. Look, it's one thing to say it. I have a preteen and I say it, she's not going to listen. I have to show her something in order to get compliance. In this case, I don't know why you wouldn't believe someone who's behaved. I mean, there's been documentaries done long before he was even elected the first time about all of the things he did over his life, the bone spurs, everything, okay? So I don't know why it's taken so long for now the pastors, maybe they wanted to see the good in everyone, to finally say, this is probably not our jam.
Yeah.
We might want to move away from this, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and you like if there was going to be a movement away from him, like, come on, the church is like, you guys have a book that tells you what you're supposed to believe. Trump didn't write it, by the way. It's not the art of the deal, and Trump is so clearly not one of them. He doesn't give a damn about any of this stuff, and he commits all of the sins enthusiastically. He obviously worships money. Like, you guys were warned that an antichrist would come. You were warned for thousands of years. And now some people are like,
asked him, sorry, John.
What's
remember
that?
When they asked him which was his favorite Bible verse?
I remember, yeah. Or was he more of an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy? And he couldn't just pick one. You could have said either and you would have gotten that right. He's a caricature of himself, and hopefully some people are waking up to it.